Hey there, it's Scott, and imagine this. You got the power to predict when a price will pivot or when it's about to break through a key level and just take off. Sounds pretty exciting, right? Well, today we are diving deep into supply and demand zones in binary options. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new way of reading charts, catching those big moves, and building profitable strategies with a solid foundation in market dynamics. I'm going to show you why these zones act like magnets, pulling prices towards them, and how they can become your go-to tool for sharper entries and better trades. These are the spots where market momentum shifts, and if you know how to read them, you're stepping up your game big time. So let's get cozy, break down some market psychology, and transform the way you approach charts. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join my Telegram channel. Link is in the description. There, I'm constantly sharing exclusive insights and updates to keep you ahead of the game. Ready? Let's jump in. To understand these zones, let's start with demand zones. Imagine a demand zone as a price range where the buyers get serious. When the price of an asset drops to this level, it attracts a lot of buyer activity, pushing the price back up. To make it relatable, think about when your favorite product goes on sale for 50% off. You jump on that deal, right? The same thing happens here in the market. When the price enters a demand zone, buyers start stepping in to take advantage and driving prices higher. Now let's talk about supply zones. They work the opposite way. A supply zone is where sellers come in strong because they see a peak opportunity. It's like when you own something valuable that has reached an all-time high price. What do? You sell it to lock in that profit. And the same goes for market. When traders see the prices reach the supply zone, they start selling, which creates downward pressure. These zones are much more than just support and resistance levels. They are regions where large buy or sell orders are waiting to be triggered. And once price enters these zones, it's as if the market is deciding, should we go higher or is it time to fall back? That's where the magic happens, when buyers and sellers go head to head. Spotting these zones on a chart becomes second nature once you know what to look for. Usually strong, quick moves in price indicate a nearby demand or supply zone. If you see a sharp price increase, it's a good sign that there's demand just below. A sudden drop usually points to a supply zone above. But here's the twist.
What?
A lot of traders think of these zones as simple support and resistance levels, but they are more than that.
Wow.
These are entire regions where prices can behave unpredictably, where big players start positioning themselves. It's not just a line on the chart, it's a hotspot where decisions are being made and where major moves in the market often start. Recognizing these zones can change how you approach trades by giving you the foresight to anticipate these high activity areas. So, why are these zones especially effective in binary options? In binary trading, we deal with fixed expiration times, and these zones can give you a heads up for potential reversals or breakouts that you can trade within a specific time frame. If you know how to spot these zones and interpret price action around them, your trades become much more focused and strategic. For example, say the price hits a demand zone and you start seeing confirmation of buyer strength, like smaller candles or a classic reversal pattern. This signals that buyers are stepping in, holding strong, and that's your cue to consider a call option.
So just do it!
You are not just entering a trade randomly, you are basing your moves on solid levels of market interest where large traders have already shown their hand. By understanding these dynamics, you're essentially leveraging the actions of experienced traders to give your own trades a boost. I'll demonstrate how this works for you in a moment.
Why would you know what you're doing?
I don't know what I'm doing!
Alright, now let's see what this looks like on the chart with binary options. Once you've pinpointed a supply or demand zone, keep an eye on how the price behaves as it gets closer. If there is a quick bounce off the zone, there's a strong hint that it is active and has buyers or sellers ready to jump in. Okay friends, we've got a setup ready to go here in the supply zone. I've marked this area where we are likely to see a breakdown through the lower boundaries since we haven't seen any bounce from this supply zone. This is the exact situation we've been looking for. Alright, perfect. Let's open and trade to the downside. We're not seeing any bounce off the lower boundary, which tells us the price is ready to drop. If there had been a bounce like the one we saw on the previous chart example, we'd be looking at a potential rise instead, back towards the average price levels. Are you seeing these guys? The price keeps pushing through the lower boundary, continuing its descent just as we expected. Yes, the price is falling exactly what we wanted. This is working out perfectly in our favor, just like we anticipated. And there it is friends, profit secured. You're seeing firsthand how effective this setup is. An awesome trade, a fantastic result, and a great example of how supply and demand zones work in real time. So there you have it, your new go-to strategy for binary options. Identify the supply and demand zones, watch the price action as it approaches these zones, and pick your entry points wisely. This strategy is all about understanding the core principles of the market, where the buyers are ready to step in and where sellers are looking to cash out. And that's the key to setting up smarter, more confident trades. If you are finding value in this breakdown, don't leave without hitting the like button, subscribing, and joining my Telegram channel. Link is in the description. For more exclusive insights and tips to help you stay ahead. Remember, trading is about more than just jumping into trades. It's about understanding the moves behind the scenes. With tools like supply and demand zones, you're not just trading, you're stepping into a higher level of decision making. Stay tuned and get ready to level up your trading game. So thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next video.